take the piss out of me, everyone else does. Thank you for having me in what feels like what I imagined my bedroom would be when I was 12. Spelt curtains, a neon gymnastics ring circle thing, and a man who rings a bell when he wants me to get off. Thank you. Give me a minute. I quite enjoy being in King's Cross. I'm from London originally, although I'm from Zone 5, so whoever's here going, Zone 3 or nothing, I'm like, I'm coming after you. I'm from London originally. I used to live around here, out in Bow, and I was like, oh, it's quite nice walking around King's Cross again. Kind of feels like the old neighbourhood walking up from the canal. And I see some runners, and then some gyms, and I'm like, nope, turning back the other way, thank you very much. This is not the neighbourhood that I remember. I get told quite a lot by people that I look like someone that they know, or they've seen me out in public before when I've never met them before in my entire life. And I'm starting to wonder if there's like a version of me in every single town. There's always a guy who's quite short, a little bit round, with long hair. Why do they all work in CEX? Every single one of them happens to work in that shop, and I always get some kid come up to me and go, excuse me, can I sell my version of FIFA to you? And I'm like, yeah, go on then, I've got 20 already, I'll give you 50p for it. Fine, there we go, sorted. I used to get bullied a lot by my mum growing up. She used to tell me things like, Al, if you stay in the bath for too long, your skin's going to prune up and you're going to turn into a frog. And I'm like, Mum, that's bullshit. I shouldn't really be saying those kind of things when I was 10, but then again, she shouldn't be saying them to me either. But I thought I'd test that theory. I stayed in the bath for too long, I defied orders, and I was like, 10 minutes, nothing's happening. 15 minutes, nothing's happening. 20 minutes, oh, Mum's a liar, I'm going to get out of the bath, I'm absolutely fine. And as I realised, as I got out of the bath, I'd hopped out of the bath onto the floor. And I was like, that's a bit weird. So then I hopped out onto the landing, hopped out into my parents' bedroom. The window was slightly ajar, so I hopped out of the window into the garden below. Used to be a pond in my back garden, so I'd hop towards the pond, and I was like, well, for some reason I feel like I've got to fit stereotypes. So I hop onto a lily pad, which happens to be on the pond, and there's some lady frogs on the other side of that pond, and I go, hey ladies, want to come back to my pad? And then I knew that weird kid that's like just jumped out of his parents' bedroom window. I'm like, no idea what you're talking about. Oh shit. She'd also tell me things like, if I went outside without any clothes on, a bird would mistake my penis and fly as a worm and fly away with it. It's been 20 years since that bird flew away with my penis. Puberty wasn't quite the same. If anyone does see a bird flying around with a cock in their mouth, please return it back. I'm only teasing. Where was I? I used to go to the gym quite a lot. I know I was saying earlier that I detest gyms. I do now. I used to go, do you know what, I want to get into shape. And when I was single, this girl, I kind of dated for a little bit, and she was like, you are a snack. And I'm like, yeah, I love the sound of that, it feels fantastic. COVID happened, we're all locked down. 3 years later, I ate nothing but desserts in those 3 years, and I've gone from being a snack into a full-grown fucking meal at this point. 3 courses, mainly dessert at this point. It was mainly Haribo and Red Bull, to be fair. I've lived off that since then, and things aren't getting any better. If anyone has any ideas, then please just throw them my way. I am now seeing someone though, to be fair, she likes to rub my stomach like this and go, sweet globe. So now my stomach is now, it's got the name of William Shakespeare, so if you hear any rumblings later on, that's it, reciting Hamlet. I haven't eaten the dog, sorry. But when you start living with someone, you start to, you realise that people have got little kind of intricacies and little kind of quirks they have. And my partner's quirk is that she'll get a tissue, use it to blow her nose, scrunch it up into a ball, and throw it on the floor, and maybe use in about a week or 2. And I'm like, babe, that's great that you've got this thing that you do, and I wake up every morning with there being tissues all over the bed, all over the floor, but if people come around and see this mess, they're going to think that I have a problem. And I'm not up for people thinking that I have some kind of weird tissue fetish where I just leave stuff lying around all over the floor. I can tell I've lowered the tone, so I'm going to leave you guys with this one. I haven't had my bell yet. I've been told to get, there we go. I'll see you afterwards. When me and my partner first started stepping out, I asked her the question of, what do you see in a partner? And what I got from her, hang on, have I said that correctly? I always fuck this one up. She asked me what I saw in a partner, and I said to her that I like someone with nice eyes and a lovely smile, because if I told her that I'd been single for so long that I was just desperate for the attention, I thought that she might leave me. When I asked her the same question back, what I got instead was a cold, dead look in the eye, and I'm going to use you because you're the only man that I can see as my example. And she just goes, I like the type of guy who looks like he could live in a bin. And I'm like, first of all, the audacity of this bitch. Secondly, my name's Alex Hines. You've all been fantastic. I need to stop doing that. Thank you very much for having me.